These are the 6 pickup trucks you should avoid buying in 2026, and some of them will catch you off guard. Trouble has been brewing in the truck market for a while now. J.D. Power's 2025 Vehicle Dependability Study recorded 202 problems per 100 vehicles across the industry, which marks the worst showing since 2009. Trucks that launched in 2022 fare even worse, averaging 241 problems per 100 vehicles. And that explains why some of the biggest names in the truck world now sit at the bottom of reliability rankings. What I'm going to do in this video is walk you through each of these trucks, break down exactly what's failing, and hand you the data you need to make a smarter buying decision. When you're spending $40,000, $50,000, or $60,000 on a truck, you deserve the full picture before signing anything. Let's get into it. Number 6. Nissan Titan. A truck that Nissan has essentially abandoned kicks off our list. Official discontinuation came after the 2024 model year, ending a run that never gained traction in the market. Ford outsold the Titan by 20-to-1 margins, meaning for every single Titan that left a Nissan lot, 20 F-150s rolled off Ford dealerships. CarGurus offered a blunt summary of what went wrong. Poor ride quality, limited configurability, and plasticky interior materials all counted against the Titan, and sales never recovered. And here's where ownership gets really painful. IC Cars analyzed over 800,000 vehicles for their 2025 depreciation study, and found the Titan loses 48.1% of its value over 5 years. That translates to $22,459 evaporating from your investment. The Titan XD drops even harder in dollar terms, shedding approximately $25,306 over the same period, while the segment average hovers around 40%. Discontinued trucks still fill dealer lots across the country, and salespeople will absolutely try to move them. What you should know before considering one involves the 2020 through 2022 models with the 9-speed transmission, which have documented issues including hesitation, clunking, lurching, and erratic shifting patterns. Class action litigation has already targeted these problems. 2 separate NHTSA recalls addressed transmission parking pall failures on over 180,000 Titan and Frontier vehicles due to rollaway risk. NHTSA also investigated crankshaft failures in the Titan XD diesel, affecting approximately 39,000 Cummins-equipped trucks, though the investigation closed in July 2025 without a recall because of what they termed low and diminishing failure rates. That still raises concerns about long-term durability. Anyone eyeing a used Titan needs to understand that parts availability will likely decline as this model disappears from production, and residual values will probably keep sliding. Better options exist in this price range. Number 5. Jeep Gladiator. Cool factor alone sells a lot of Gladiators. Take a Wrangler, add a bed, and the result looks great on paper. But here's the thing. What functions brilliantly as a purpose-built off-road SUV doesn't automatically translate into a capable everyday truck. Edmunds slotted the Gladiator at 6th out of 7 midsize trucks with a 5.7 out of 10 overall score, and their critique cuts deep. Slow and vague steering, a jiggly and uncomfortable ride, and subpar fuel economy all drag down the driving experience. Death wobble represents the Gladiator's most notorious problem. Anyone who hasn't experienced this violent, uncontrollable shaking of the front suspension at highway speeds should count themselves fortunate. Between 192,000 and 200,000 Wranglers and Gladiators from 2018 through 2020 suffered from this defect, which forced a 2019 class action settlement that extended warranty coverage to 8 years or 90,000 miles for front suspension damper replacement. A technical service bulletin also addresses lower ball joints that may loosen and trigger death wobble on vehicles built between September 2020 and August 2021. Safety testing uncovered another serious issue when IIHS evaluated the small overlap front crash test and assigned a marginal rating. The reason stands out. During testing, the Gladiator tipped onto its passenger side, and IIHS explicitly stated that a vehicle tipping onto its side is not an acceptable outcome. Poor ratings for headlights on certain trims and pedestrian crash prevention stack on top of that failure, disqualifying the Gladiator from any IIHS safety award. CarComplaints.com logged 505 problems for the 2020 model year alone, with steering dominating the complaint categories. One unexpected twist is that the Gladiator actually holds value reasonably well, showing only about 35% depreciation over 5 years thanks to fierce Jeep brand loyalty and strong off-road demand. But that trend may be shifting, because Kelley Blue Book data shows the 2023 model year dropping 50% in just 3 years. Devoted fans exist for this truck, and buyers who want an off-road-focused vehicle with a bed might find it works for them. As a daily driver truck, the numbers point elsewhere. Number 4. Ram 1500. What makes this entry painful is that the Ram 1500 arguably offers the best interior in the full-size truck segment. Comfort, refinement, and styling all impress in the showroom. And that's when Consumer Reports rankings deliver a gut punch. Last place among full-size trucks for 2026 reliability, with a 37 out of 100 score. Electronics failures carry most of the blame. An active RAM recall covers instrument panel displays that fail to show critical information, affecting over 72,500 trucks. When your dashboard can't communicate basic vehicle data, daily driving becomes a guessing game. The eTorque mild hybrid system on 2019 through 2023 models created bigger headaches. April 2023 brought a recall of 131,721 Ram 1500 equipped with the 5.7-liter eTorque V8 after software glitches caused overly rich fuel mixtures that led to engine shutdown. NHTSA opened an investigation in 2024 covering approximately 150,000 2022 Ram 1500 and Jeep Wagoneers with eTorque systems after 80 complaints rolled in about sudden engine shutoffs at low speeds. Reported eTorque failures include 12-volt battery drain, jerky acceleration, and automatic emergency brake activation after the engine stalls. That last symptom creates real danger because your truck could stall and then slam on the brakes in moving traffic. Legal pressure keeps mounting. A September 2024 lawsuit alleges 2013 through 2024 Ram 1500S contained defective electric power steering units, while a separate brake settlement addressing defective ABS modules on 2017 and 2018 models awaits final approval in April 2025. Historical data adds context. The 2014 Ram 1500 cites at number 16 on CarComplaints.com's Worst Vehicles list, with 2,588 problems reported and average repair costs hitting $2,140. Depreciation lands at about 43% over 5 years, worse than segment average, but not devastating. The Ram 1500 Classic, an older generation model sold alongside the current truck, drops 48%. Safety ratings have also taken a hit. IIHS awarded the 2025 and 2026 Ram 1500 a poor rating in their updated moderate overlap front crash test, stripping away the previous top safety pick status under new testing criteria. Showroom impressions tell one story with the Ram 1500. Ownership data tells a very different one. Number 3. Toyota Tundra. Telling truck buyers 10 years ago that the Toyota Tundra would eventually rank last among full-size trucks for reliability would have gotten you laughed out of the room. Toyota built its truck reputation on bulletproof dependability, and the Tundra represented the truck you bought when you wanted something that would outlast everything else on the road. That reputation now faces serious damage. Consumer Reports placed the third-generation Tundra, completely redesigned for 2022, at the bottom of full-size truck rankings for 2025 with a 32 out of 100 reliability score. For any Toyota truck, those numbers approach the unthinkable. What went wrong traces back to a major engineering decision. Toyota replaced its proven V8 engine with a new twin-turbo V6 powertrain, and the transition has been rough. Non-hybrid 2022 and 2023 models faced an engine failure recall due to machining debris left during manufacturing, and a second engine recall landed in December 2025. Consumer Reports identifies persistent in-car electronics problems as the primary reliability drags, including issues with cameras, audio systems, GPS, and phone connectivity. RepairPal assigns the current Tundra a 3.5 out of 5 rating with annual repair costs of $606. Those numbers aren't terrible in isolation, but for a Toyota truck, they represent a significant step backward from the brand's historical standard. December 2024 brought a class action lawsuit alleging that Toyota's recall covering over 100,000 vehicles doesn't adequately address the scope of the problems, with plaintiffs seeking monetary damages. Good news does exist in the safety column. IIHS awarded the Tundra Crew Cab their top Safety Pick Plus status, demonstrating that crash protection remains solid even as mechanical reliability falters. Toyota trucks also hold value better than most competitors, with the Tundra showing about 37% depreciation over 5 years. Here's the concern worth considering. Buyers pay Toyota prices built on Toyota's reputation, but they're no longer getting Toyota reliability in return. Brand equity gets priced into the truck while the actual product fails to deliver on what that premium was supposed to buy. That mismatch creates problems for anyone expecting the Tundra experience of previous generations. Buyers committed to a Tundra should take comfort in the Crew Cab's excellent safety ratings. Just go in understanding what the reliability data reveals about current ownership experiences. Number 2. Chevrolet Colorado and GMC Canyon. These two trucks share the same platform, the same components, and the same problems, which is why they're grouped together here. Consumer Reports assigned both the Chevrolet Colorado and GMC Canyon a 15 out of 100 reliability score. That number is not a typo. 15 out of 100, with a predicted reliability score of just 1 out of 5, the lowest rating Consumer Reports offers. Both trucks underwent recent redesigns, and that industry average of 241 problems per 100 vehicles for 2022 launched trucks describes exactly what Colorado and Canyon owners have been experiencing. The 2.7-liter turbo 4-cylinder engine common to both trucks has been cracking engine blocks. GM responded with a customer satisfaction program covering engine replacement on 2023 models, and fuel injector recalls addressed incorrect fuel flow rates on top of that. Problems extend well beyond the engine. IIHS assigned marginal ratings in the moderate overlap crash test and poor ratings for automatic emergency braking in pedestrian crash prevention testing. GM also faces a much larger crisis affecting their full-size trucks. April 2025 brought a voluntary recall of over 721,000 vehicles equipped with the L87 6.2-liter V8 engine, covering 2019 through 2024 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 and GMC Sierra 1500 models. NHTSA has logged 1,157 reports of bearing failures and related engine damage in affected trucks. Manufacturing defects in connecting rods and crankshafts cause the failures, which can trigger sudden engine seizure without warning while driving. Owners have reported complete engine failure at relatively low mileages, and GM initially implemented a nationwide stop sale for new and used trucks with this engine pending recall repairs. The 2025 models reportedly use updated manufacturing tooling and aren't affected, but anyone considering a used GM full-size truck with the 6.2-liter V8 from 2019 through 2024 should verify recall completion before purchasing. A class action lawsuit over these V8 engine failures landed in May 2025. Reliability data for the midsize Colorado and Canyon sends a clear message: stay away until GM resolves these issues. A 15 out of 100 score reflects serious real-world problems that current owners are living with every day. Number 1. Ford F-150 Hybrid. America's best-selling truck has held that title for decades, which makes its position at the top of this list particularly striking. Consumer Reports separated the F-150 PowerBoost Hybrid from the standard F-150 for their analysis, and the hybrid earned a 7 out of 100 reliability score. 7. That marks the worst reliability rating of any truck tested across all categories. Complexity appears to be the culprit. The hybrid powertrain combines a twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6 with an electric motor. And that engineering ambition has created enough problems to warrant its own separate reliability category. Standard F-150 models aren't faring much better, scoring just 40 out of 100. NHTSA currently investigates 1.27 million 2015 through 2017 F-150s for transmission issues that cause unexpected downshifts at highway speeds and rear-wheel lockup, with 138 consumer complaints driving the probe. Ford's compact truck adds to the company's reliability concerns. Within 2 years of production, the Maverick accumulated over 10 recall notices, prompting Motor Trend to call it absolutely nuts to receive 10 notices on one vehicle in such a short span. Maverick recalls cover rollaway risk affecting over 80,000 hybrids, fire hazards, frozen cameras, and free engine block replacements for manufacturing defects. Depreciation compounds these reliability problems. F-150 values drop anywhere from 43 to 51% over 5 years depending on the source, with CarEdge reporting 51% depreciation, the worst of any pickup truck in their analysis. Another number worth knowing, as of July 2025, F-150s average 115 days to sell, with over 116,000 units sitting as old stock on dealer lots across the country. That volume of unsold inventory signals something about market demand and pricing pressure. Non-hybrid F-150 versions score noticeably better than the PowerBoost, which is worth noting for buyers who want an F-150 but can accept losing the hybrid features. The PowerBoost sounds appealing with its onboard generator capability and fuel efficiency promises, but real-world reliability has proven to be a genuine problem. 6 trucks that data says you should think hard about before buying in 2026 have now been covered in detail. Quick recap of what we've learned. The discontinued Nissan Titan depreciates faster than any truck on the market at 48.1%. Death wobble issues and failed safety tests plague the Jeep Gladiator. Electronics failures, eTorque problems, and lost safety ratings drag down the Ram 1500. Toyota's Tundra has fallen from reliability legend to last place among full-size trucks with a 32 out of 100 score. GM's mid-size twins, the Colorado and Canyon, score just 15 out of 100 on reliability. And sitting at the very bottom, the Ford F-150 PowerBoost Hybrid lands at a catastrophic 7 out of 100. Buyers looking for better alternatives have some options worth considering. The Ford Ranger scores 65 out of 100 on Consumer Reports, the highest reliability rating among trucks tested. Non-hybrid Ford Mavericks score 59 out of 100 and retain over 63% of their value after 5 years. The Hyundai Santa Cruz stands as the only small pickup earning IIHS Top Safety Pick status for 2025 and 2026 with 5-star NHTSA ratings, though its 34 out of 100 reliability score raises some durability questions. Toyota's Tacoma holds an interesting position despite its own reliability score dropping to 29 out of 100 following the 2024 redesign. Depreciation of just 26 to 28% over 5 years leads the segment, meaning it retains value better than anything else available. Navigating the 2026 truck market requires careful attention to the data. Complex new powertrains, rushed redesigns, and manufacturing quality issues have eroded the historically reliable reputation of several iconic nameplates. Armed with this information, avoiding the industry's worst offenders and finding a truck that will actually perform over years of ownership becomes much more achievable. Research everything, verify recall status on any used truck before signing, and don't let brand loyalty override what the numbers clearly reveal. Thanks for watching. If this helped you out, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.